Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that OpenSea marketplace receives Wells notice from the SEC because the SEC is now saying that the NFTs are unregistered securities. So let's talk about that. Then we had finally the NVIDIA earnings in Q2, and it broke some records. And we have Pavel Durov is now released. Let's talk about that as well. Also, we had another outage on the Ton blockchain. Then we have Binance CEO rejects that all Palestinian accounts are frozen on Binance because that was news the day before. We have here Avalanche and LINK token available for retail investors in Hong Kong on the HashKey exchange. Let's talk about the BlackRock because BlackRock really just had 1 day outflows in Bybit in this year since the whole Bitcoin spot ETF thing started. And either it's zero inflow and outflow or there are just inflows. And finally, let's talk about Hal Finney, who actually passed away 10 years ago, exactly now on the 28th of August. So it happened, the anniversary this week. And, he was the one who actually received the very first Bitcoin transaction from Satoshi Nakamoto. So guys, all this in today's video. And don't forget, every single day, I bring you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, very simply, just subscribe to this YouTube channel and also hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And now, let's do it. And if you would like to trade, then you can use Bybit. I put the Bybit link here down under the video. And actually, you get 10% discount with this link in trading in the first 30 days. And also, if you put the right amount of deposit and trade, here you can see the bonuses, what you can receive with that, up to $30,000. So you can use this link and you can get these nice bonuses and discounts. And of course, there are lots of altcoins you can trade if you wish. Okay, now let's move on to the first stop. To the prices, and we can see that Bitcoin is actually 0.6% up in the last 24 hours, $59,688. We have Ethereum bit more than 3% up, $2,551. The top gainer, Helium, almost 10% up, Immutable X 5%, and Optimism up 5%. When we're looking at the losers, we see BitTensor 6% down, FET down about 6%, and Stacks down about 5%. When we're looking at the Bitcoin candlestick chart, we can see that, yes, from the halving, we have already 134 1 day. And why is that important? Because usually the uptrend starting between 160 and 180 days. So this brings us to the end of September. I have talked about it already. And yes, we closed, unfortunately, again, 2 days before, under the 60,000-ish level, which is quite important. We are under the 200-day moving average. So now we're looking at Bitcoin and see what Bitcoin can do, how it can go back above 60,000. So right now, this kind of sideways movements, what we experience, even last week we were talking about and joking that every single day you wake up, Bitcoin is at $58,000, and today I woke up and it was 59. So I was like, okay, we are back back to those times, but it's just a matter of time why we can go actually higher. But this liquidation crash, which was here, that caused the whole thing why we went now down. And actually, we had here recently Germany selling Bitcoin, Madgox redistributions, US government selling, the Silk Road holdings, Japanese yen carried it, all these kind of things. And when we're looking at year to date, Bitcoin is still up 38%. So always zoom out. Okay, now let's move on to the first topic. And the first topic, it's all about SEC attacks again. This time, OpenSea and saying that the NFTs on the marketplace are unregistered securities. Well, let me share the screen and move on to the first topic. So here we are. we have OpenSea Marketplace receives a Wells notice from the SEC, and basically they are saying that where is it? Yeah. So had issue, SEC had issue, therefore saying that the NFTs traded on the marketplace may qualify as unregistered securities. And of course, now Devin Finzer, the CEO, said that of course they're going to fight back, because we have seen the results of the SECs and their crypto lawsuits, and they just don't go well. And you know, here actually in another tweet, Tyler Winklevoss said that after this happened, that what's next? Baseball cards or comic books? And of course, don't forget about Donald Trump. If he could be the president, then he has his own NFT collection, all these kind of things. So I don't know how serious we can take this. Recently, what the SEC came up with, it usually just died, a matter of time. So now this is their new try. What's going to happen? We're going to see it, but definitely it's causing some panic in that area in the market. Okay, now let's move on to the NVIDIA earnings in Q2, because that broke some record again. So guess what? NVIDIA Q2 revenue beats expectations. This time we're talking about in Q2 $30 billion earnings, and it's beating its previous estimate by $2 billion. That's kind of significant. And we really see this, that this is the global financial system. NVIDIA is the one which is holding it, and especially the tech sector. And well, we can still see that AI as a topic and a narrative, it's still hot. This is why it's doing that well. And also probably Q4 could be actually even better. So these are the predictions. That's why we could see a couple of AI projects went up recently. After the report came out, NVIDIA fell. Also, we see other projects just like FAT, for example. Now you can see it's going a bit down. But when we're looking at a couple of days ago, it went up quite nicely. So it's usually like this. When we're expecting something, they expected something that this is going to be a great Q2. And this is what actually happened. And that's why they pushed up the prices beforehand. And after that, you know, there's profit taking, but overall, when looking at the big picture, you can see that this narrative is still working now in 2024, the AI one. Right, next topic is all about the Pavel Durov situation, and yeah, finally, he has been released. Those who don't know, Pavel Durov, the founder of Telegram, was arrested in France, last weekend. And now, actually, we have him released on 5 million euro fee, bail. And but the situation is that he is not allowed to leave France, so he's stuck there. He actually has to go to the police, twice a week. It's also important, and he still has most of the charges. They decreased it a bit, the number of them, but it still has. So it's continuing. The only thing is, at least he's now released. But yeah. The whole thing is not over. And by the way, when we're talking about him, we should talk about a little bit about Ton blockchain, because it just suffered its second outage. And the dogs, who let the dogs out, right? Caused this, because the distribution appears to be due to heavily load attributed to dogs token minting. And, the Ton team said they're obviously working on it. So it looks like they have some problem with the scalability, but they should figure it out, I think. But yeah, in kind of 24, 48 hours, we had the second outage on the Ton blockchain. Right, now let's move to the next topic. And it's all about that the news came out that all Palestinians' account were frozen on Binance, but this is just not true. So the answer came from Binance CEO. And, Binance CEO Tang rejects allegations that exchange froze all Palestinians' funds. This is just like not true. They're saying that the exchange, complies with anti-money laundering legislations like all financial institutions, but only limited number of user accounts linked to the illicit funds were blocked from transacting. That means we're just talking about, a limited number and not all of them. And, this is a huge difference, to be honest with you. These are linked to illicit funds. This is what centralized exchanges can do. So if you keep your funds there, be aware of it, that when everything is okay, you can just use them freely. But if for some reason they see something suspicious, they can freeze it whenever they want. So therefore, self-custody, I think it's very important. Yes, I also use exchanges for do some transactions, but I just keep the minimum on exchanges, and most of the portfolio is definitely offline. I think that's very important. Right. Okay. Next one. Let's talk about HashKey exchange in Hong Kong, having now Avalanche and Link tokens as well. So Hong Kong, it's coming up, recently, in Hong Kong, the Bitcoin spot ETF and some others also doing pretty well. And now we have HashKey exchange here. By the way, it's one of the only 2 fully licensed exchanges in the jurisdiction. And, until now, for retail users, was just Bitcoin and Ether available. Now, here we have Avalanche and Chainlink are available to retail on HashKey, trading against the US dollar. And here the CEO from HashKey just said that those coins were chosen for listing because there are no legal conflicts surrounding them, unlike many cryptocurrencies with large market caps. So, it's so far Avalanche and Link kind of calm around them, and therefore they listed. So this is also bullish thing. Okay, let's talk about the BlackRock, because BlackRock is just really accumulating Bitcoin into their Bybit ETF, and so BlackRock and their customers. Only one day so far when they had outflows. So let's talk about that. So BlackRock Bybit is the heaviest one to accumulating Bitcoin. It started all in the 11th of January this year, as you know. And look, when we go down, this is the first column. What you see here is the one. And here, on the 1st of May, we had 36.9 million US dollar outflow. That's it. Apart from that, inflow or 0 days, which means no inflow, no outflow. So no outflow since, and just accumulating. Not everybody does it, but they, as you can see, look, none. Even on the 28th, like yesterday, it had just a 0 day. And therefore, they have already 257,736 Bitcoin, and they just keep doing it. So question, if we are panicking and price going like sometimes a bit down and sideways, if this is really that bad for Bitcoin, then why these big guys are doing it? I think it's just worth to think about it. We're going to see it anyway. Okay, and finally, let's talk about Hal Finney, because really this man passed away 10 years ago, and he was a very important Bitcoin user. So Hal Finney died back in 2014 on the 28th of August, and it was like 10 years ago, like yesterday, exactly. And the number one Bitcoin user, it's very important, because the very first transaction from Satoshi Nakamoto to someone, it was to Hal Finney. And, he passed away 10 years ago, but some people saying that he was himself, Satoshi Nakamoto. And of course, we don't know, but he back then, so a long time ago, predicted that Bitcoin going to reach 10 million US dollar. And now, recently, we have all these kind of guesses that Bitcoin can go up to 1 billion or even more in a couple of years' time. But he said like 10 million, and who knows, maybe one day his prediction can come true. What do you think about this? You can let me know in the comment section. So, okay, Hal Finney, rest in peace. Guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day, I bring you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom. You know, from Monday to Sunday, every day, you're getting a couple of short videos, the essence of the news in 60 seconds. And also you have these longer videos between Monday and Thursday, so where I'm getting into more details. If you subscribe, you won't miss a single thing, because every single time you're getting the notifications when the new video comes out. And also, if you like this kind of content, hit the like button. See you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.